Whoa, so many new people. What is happening? I spend too much time with them. Now I can just leave them behind. Bye. Exactly like it happened the last time. Show&tell, hi guys, I'm Judy, and today I'm going to be watching Sousou no Frieren, episode 17. In the last episode, Sein was thinking about his friend, was asking about his friend. We were talking about how, like, people get forgotten by time, basically. We saw a statue of Craft and another friend of his that we didn't know who he is even, because it's been so long that we didn't hear the whole story at all. Anyway, Sein, though, was thinking about his friend, like I said, and then he heard that his friend was seen like going a different direction than where we're going, and so now we're left with the question of whether he's going to leave us to pursue his friend or continue with us, or we're going to go with him. I don't know, maybe we can go with him. I mean, it's not like we're in a rush to get. Are we in a rush? I don't think so. Frieren especially it doesn't feel like she's in a rush. She's like, oh, we can stay here a decade. So anyway, I don't think we're in a rush, so maybe we'll just go with him. I don't know. Let's see. If you want to get ahead on Sousou no Frieren reactions, I have everything posted on Patreon, or you can get edited reactions by becoming a member on my YouTube. Most importantly, though, I hope you enjoy these reactions. If you do, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to let me know. Don't forget to support the original content, and let's get into it. In any case, it's like going to, I guess, make it clear what he's doing, where he's going. Yeah. Do we have to go through Osurs, whatever the name is? I have no idea how to pronounce that. We could just go through Tour. Oh. And I guess this is the halfway point? 28 episodes? No. It's definitely not the halfway point. But usually it's like 13, 14 episodes for like a 25 episode season, I guess. So 28 is 17. I guess that makes sense. Who? Was that Frieren? She was very young? I have no idea what I just saw there. Is that Flamme when she's very young? Who are all these people? Whoa, so many new people. What is happening? And this person, we haven't seen them yet. And he appeared in the first opening. Interesting. Okay, interesting opening. It was fun. Take care. Take care meaning take care. Bye. Maybe he'd leave and then rejoin us. What happened? Are you tired or are you cold? You're keeping record? Okay, what are you gonna do about it? What are you doing? I thought he was gonna warm them up or something. But maybe that would have been too forward for him. Well, are you going? Oh. So you're gonna stay for a month? Alright, that definitely makes your decision less... Yeah, maybe it's gonna help you, like this time is going to help you realize... Yeah, it's better than where we were before. By shady old man. That's definitely nice. Very handy. Yeah. I mean, they're definitely like helpful. I can see why they're legendary. All right. Exactly. I wonder what that's gonna bring about. Maybe they're just going to enjoy their time together, and then he's going to leave, being like, "Okay, I spent too much time with them. Now I can just leave them behind. Bye." How do you manage that, Frieren, with the magic? Oh. Strange in what way? Because you helped the last time. Or maybe they're trying to make him stay with them? I don't know. Exactly like it happened the last time. What is happening? So you're trying to do the same thing? Well, what is happening? They're such children. Sure. What do you mean? You're being stupid. What do you mean? You put your hand on him. Yeah. Okay. That's fair. You need to say that to him, though. Yeah, that's fair. You need to tell him that, though. Like, it's true that he's a lot stronger than her, I guess, and, like, physically speaking. Exactly my feeling. Yeah, you really care about that. You're really invested. Because she needs a corrupted priest. Made you once. Damn. You know you have. Alright, at least this happened to make him, like, really consider what he's given up if he's leaving them. Exactly, and she... Exactly what I was saying before, that they're his reason now. And maybe he needs to decide to leave Gorilla in the past. Because it kind of passed already. Like, he doesn't know where he is. I think I talked about this last episode. About how he might be choosing wrong if he goes after Gorilla when, you know, they're his present. Alright. Okay.
じゃあ元気で。
ザインは2人と違って大人だからね。きっとうまくやるよ。
Are we sure about that? Like he's all alone now too. You missed them already. Look at that.
一人だとこんなに静かなんだな。
Yeah, it's sad to travel alone. This is where Sein is? You found a lawn in the snow. Impressive.
珍しいな。まだ寝てる。
For Frieren, it's not weird, but for Fern, yes. Maybe they're falling asleep again from the whatever monster. What was it? A demon that I don't know. What will you do without a priest now? Oh, they're sick. Oh. 12 more hours. Okay, Frieren is just sleeping. Fern is actually sick, I think.
やめてよ。ザインが残してくれた薬草について書かれた手記だよ。
That's important.
私だって聖典くらい持っているよ。
What?
鍋敷きにされてる。
僧侶の才能がない私に簡単な病気の判別くらいはできるよ。
Okay.
ただの風邪だね。
Colds suck. I just recovered from one.
ヒンメルたちと薬草を採取した場所が近くにあったっけ？
That's a sign we should go there. If Himmel and you were there at some point, then of course we have to go there.
前来た時は村だったんだけどね。
もう何十年も前のことよ。勇者様も立ち寄ったことのある由緒ある村だったのだけれどもね。
You don't say.
ところでこの近くにつらら桜の木があったよね。
Icicle cherry.
ここに来てからずっと手を握って。
Yeah, when we were getting close-ups of it.
フェルンは風邪をひいた時、手を握ってあげると安心するんだよ。
Oh, she's been sick before?
だからそうなんだ。
Heiter told you that?
恥ずかしいです。なんで？しないでください。そっか。そうだね。ちょっと前までこのくらいの女の子だったんだよ。背も私の方がずっと高かった。私の中ではね、フェルンはまだ子供なんだよ。
Yeah, that's how it works.
この先もずっとそうだ。
She's talking like a parent. That was sweet. For Stark to be listening to that too. I don't know, it was sweet. Was that supposed to happen?
つらら桜の木がある場所だよ。
Oh, wow. Ooh, damn. It's pretty. Icicle? I see what you call that. Is it actually icicles?
綺麗だね。
Yes, it
見
is.
せてあげたかった。
I know. It's really pretty.
花は有毒だから気をつけてね。
Oh. Stark, don't touch them.
フェルンが辛そうだったから手を握っただけ。私はあれしか苦痛を和らげてあげる方法を知らないから。
だったらもうやりたいようにやるしかないんじゃないか。少なくとも師匠はそうしていたぜ。
何のつもり？
うなされていたから。風邪の時は心細いからね。幼い頃亡くなった母はこうしてよく手を握ってくれた。心の支えが必要なのは子供だけじゃない。
The way they just reflect the past, like on point. But I guess, it's fair and they just transfer this.
気遣う僕もなかなかイケメンだろ。 I was thinking that.
姿なんて人に見られたくなんかないよ。
やりたいようにやってみるよ。お礼にシュタルクが風邪をひいた時は私が手を握ってあげるね。
Oh, these are big mushrooms.
思ったよりもでっか
Wow. Okay. Don't you want her to hold your hand?
あんた上手だね。助かるよ。
そうかな
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that you can't be, comforted, supported, and helped in times of need.
だいぶ良くなったな
フリーレン様とシュタルク様、ザイン様の指揮のおかげですね。それにあのお家の方にも大変よくしていただきました。目指すは魔法都市オイサーストだ。
Oisast. In Japanese, oysters. Oh, it's like an answer song. Or maybe just a continuation of the song or something. It was a scary song though. Like, why is Frieren always lying down or something? Okay, no, I guess it's not that bad. Like, she was like looking up at Frieren, like not with her eyes closed or something. But like, there was the moment there where she kind of like was lying by the gravestone, and then she just kind of became, I don't know what. She just kind of melted. I don't think it's really supposed to be like ominous. I think it was just, it kind of showed the relationship between Frieren and Fern for the most part, I guess. In some way. Alright. Cool episode. Sein left. I didn't know if that would happen or not. I still think there's something to say. I mean, I still think that the right answer is for him to join them. Maybe he just needs to figure it out for himself first, like actually like go after Gorilla and either be told that or find out what happened to him. Like, in some way, if we don't ever find out what happened to him, that would also be, like, I do want to know what happened to Gorilla. So, it is interesting to me to find out, like for Sein to, like, go after Gorilla and find out where he is. And, I mean, there is definitely something to say for the fact that, he's finally going on this journey for Gorilla's sake. Like he wants to find him, so of course he has to go after him. Like, that has to be his goal. I do feel like still like he will, rejoin us. I mean, okay, maybe that's obvious, but like rejoin us, I don't know at what point exactly he will realize that he has to go back. Maybe I'm totally wrong. Maybe he will just continue in his way and he will just be like a temporary fellow that just came with us. But I don't believe that because because we're paralleling the past and we had like, and he's the parallel of Heiter. So he's gonna have to come back eventually. I don't know in what configuration. I don't know what's gonna lead him to come back. Like if it's gonna be after he meets the gorilla or if it's gonna be before and he realizes that, no, I should continue my journey with them or something. I don't know. Like I said, I do want to find out what happened to Gorilla, so I'm fine with this for sure. I mean, fine with this. Like, there isn't really any other option. I'm fine with anything. I'm just thinking that the point is to realize that, the past is in the past. And sometimes, the decisions you make or the decisions you put off, sometimes you have to let go of something. Even if it's, it was your dream the whole time and you want it and you need to find out what happened to your friend. Like, maybe at some point you need to realize that, you can have your dream, but it can evolve into something new or something. And you need to pursue that rather than the past or what you thought was right for you in the past or something. I don't know if that's where it's going. It could be a thing. I don't know. In any case, I'm sure that Sein will join us again. But for now, at least to tide us over until he does, we have his notes. And apparently Frieren also has a holy scripture, even though she's not very good at it. Like, she can do something with it. So, okay. Good to know. For a moment I was like, what? And you did all this just so like Sein will join us and we didn't even need him, and you're like, you have, holy scripture and you can do all this magic by yourself, and we I was like really like taking it far, but she was like, okay, she can only do the very basic things. And sometimes the basic things are really important. Like, for instance, I have to say something about those legendary spells that she was talking about. I love how serious Frieren is when she says stuff like that, but because she is serious about a lot of things that are stupid sometimes, you tend to like just think that she, you know, oh, she means it like a legendary spells, but like it's a joke. But honestly, I feel like, yes, okay, it's a joke, sure. Getting like oil stains out of pots or something, yeah, why would that be legendary? But honestly, it's the little things, it's the basic things that you deal with every day or something that can really make your life better. So I consider them legendary as well, these little spells. And I love it that Frieren thinks about it that way. Because, yeah, maybe she's like, haha, like she does tend to have like this different way of looking at things, but I love it. And I think she is serious about this when she's saying like, yeah, these are legendary. Like, in some part of me, I always wonder if she's being sarcastic in some way. But I don't think it is. I think it's like, it's just her way of looking at things. And I love it, if that's the case. And then we had the whole thing about realizing that even that you don't need to be a kid. Like, it doesn't stop like you being a kid. Okay, I'm not saying it right. Basically, you know, growing up, being a grown-up doesn't mean that you don't need help, or that, you know, you can't be comforted, or your hand can't be held. Like, I definitely get that, especially in like the age of Fern and Stark and stuff, when they need like to assert themselves. They need to show that they're not children anymore, because they're exactly on the cusp between childhood and adulthood. So they need to like prove themselves that, yes, we're becoming adults. Look at us. We're becoming adults. I never know how to pronounce that word. Anyway, but look at us. We're good on our own, you know. It's kind of like this bravado for teenagers, because, you know, they're right there in between, and people tend to treat them as children still, and it doesn't feel right to them, so they need to prove that they're not children. And then, you know, at some point you kind of cross the threshold of becoming an adult, and then you're like, oh god, I just want to be a child again. So anyway, basically they're saying that it's okay to be weak. It's okay to like rely on your friends and people around you, even when you're adult. Like, it doesn't mean anything that if you need help and you get that help, it doesn't mean that you're a child. It doesn't mean that you're helpless and you're not independent. Like, when you're sick, you can have kind of someone comfort you no matter what age you are. And it's sweet, like just to see Frieren kind of think of Fern in those terms, like, because she did kind of raise her from being a child to this age, and she does look at her like a parent in some way, but there's a lot that she doesn't, like, you know exactly. You know, we know she's awkward. She said it herself. She knows she's awkward, and she was just saying, like, it wasn't the act itself, maybe it was, though, too. Like, the act and saying about Fern that she always liked, you know, having her hand held and stuff when she's sick. It was definitely, I thought it was because Stark was there. It was embarrassing. But also, you know, just like it was like the way that Frieren chose to phrase it that made it seem like, oh yeah, you're just like a child and I'm taking care of you in the same way, kind of. Frieren took it that way when it wasn't really the meaning behind it, basically. But Frieren doesn't know how to convey her thoughts a lot of times, or she doesn't realize what, you know, stands at the root of them, and then she thinks back to Himmel and she's like, yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Like, basically she takes a lot from Himmel, but she doesn't know how to translate things the way that he did. And it also, like, it seems like she's kind of doing things, and then belatedly she's like, oh, Himmel did that. That's right. Like, it kind of triggers a memory for her. She's like, okay, that's where it came from. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Like, here in particular, I just felt like it was like she was talking about how Fern liked her hand being held, and then suddenly we realized that Himmel was the one holding her hand, and it was even his mother who held his hand. So it was like kind of transferred. Like, it wasn't even, I think it probably wasn't even Fern who asked for that, you know? Frieren probably held her hand and realized that it was comforting to her, and then it became like a thing that comforts her. But Frieren did that because Himmel did that for her, because his mother did it for him. It just became like a tradition, I guess. And the thing is that Frieren is only thinking about that after the fact, and then she's realizing, or not realizing, I don't know how far she's realizing, you know, where it all stems from, kind of. That she's the one who's like doing the same thing. Like, she's trying to be Himmel in a lot of ways, to kind of channel him. A lot of people are trying to channel him in some way or another, like in being a hero. Like, in the way she said to Sein, like, I want to be the reason for you to go out on this adventure the way that Himmel did for me. Yeah, Himmel's like this ideal that they're all trying to like get at in some ways. So even when Stark explained to her that it's fine, like he could look at it from the outside and say like, it's fine to help people when they need help. It doesn't mean that they're children and stuff. Like he said all that. And then Frieren was like, oh, I'll hold your hand when you're sick. And it's like, oh, that's embarrassing. Like he can look at it from the outside and be like, you know, it's fine. It like, I understand what you were trying to do. I understand why Fern felt embarrassed by it, but like, I understand. And you should do it. Like, you should do what you think is right. But then he's like, oh no, but don't do it to me. Like, that's embarrassing. Like, it's easier to kind of like apply things that are very reasonable to other people. And then when it comes to you, you're like, no, but yeah, no, not me, you know. Anyway, it's cute. I like them. Oh, and going back to the sign, it's just him, that month that they spent together, the last month they spent together, that they barely spent with each other. But then that one moment kind of made them, I guess, really realize why they wanted him around, why they needed him, why it was important to them. For a moment, I said it. I thought that it was like kind of like this ploy, this something that they put up so that Sein will feel like they need him or something. That would have been stupid. But anyway, yeah, it wasn't that. It was real. And I did appreciate like the fight between Fern and Stark. It felt like a fight that happened before. Like the fight with the birthday, pretty much the same thing. He was kind of repaying a favor. Here it was repaying, not a favor, he was paying her back for what she did. But basically like he's trying to do something that she did to him before, and then suddenly it doesn't work out the same way. Just because. I mean, here at least though, I mean, no, but there are like reasons. You do get it. But like here, I mean, it's fair enough that I guess it's not the same. That if a girl touches your face, you can just touch her face back. I think it's a little unfair, especially when it comes, you know, from a point of like Stark, you know, he doesn't mean anything by it, kind of. Like he's kind of still a child. He's just trying, like, you touched his face. He was trying to do the same thing to make you cold, you know. I did appreciate, though, when Fern was saying, like, it wasn't really the hand that held, like, it wasn't really his hand on my face. It was his hand on my shoulder. I felt his strength and I was scared. Like, he was restraining me. And it is, like, a point to make of, like, sometimes you don't realize how strong you are, I guess. Or, like, what, like, things that you do, like, sometimes can really be interpreted very differently by someone else. And the thing is that you need to talk about it, though. You need to make it clear because sometimes they just don't realize it. So their fights are a little bit, like, stupid. Like, at some point, they need to realize that they just need to talk or something. Or, honestly, like, sometimes you don't want to talk right away. You just want to, like, I don't know, be stubborn and stupid about it for, like, a few, I don't know, hours or a day or something. And then, you know, you can talk, I guess. But because they're still children... And because Frieren is, like, everyone is making a big deal out of it, then you need to kind of solve it for them in some ways. I don't know if they really needed that sign to tell them what they... Because Stark was already there. He was like, I want to apologize to her. And Fern also wanted to apologize to him. Like, at some point they would have done it, I think, on their own. But Sein was there to, I guess, rush the process and, you know... kind of verbalize to them what they were feeling to like make them understand exactly what they were feeling, what they wanted, and sure, it didn't do any harm, you know. Stark and Fern are stupid. I mean, their fights are really like, I mean, I don't know. I just love how they're still so childish about things. And I mean, and Sonny's like, oh, they should date already or something. Like, I don't know. I mean, sure, I want that too. But I also kind of like the fact that we're taking it slow and they're being really stupid and kind of obtuse about things. Or, like, pretending to be obtuse about things. Or, I don't know. Like, they're taking it at their own pace. I mean, I feel like Fern knows what she wants in some regard. Or maybe she... I don't know. I think she's more aware of her feelings. And Stark is a lot less. That's what I feel like, at least. But could be that they're both just, like, not... They're just, like, nuts. But I don't believe that. I mean, definitely something is going on there. And I think, like, they know that it's going on. I mean, you know, after buying that ring, I mean, yeah, it was also, like, it made them realize that Stark didn't mean it that way. Obviously, they're not at that point in their relationship at all, but also, you know, that they're interested in each other. Not ring, sorry. Frieren has a ring. He bought her a bracelet that has the same kind of pattern. That means eternal love or something. Anyway, yeah, I'm really rooting for Stark and Fern, and I want them to get together, but I also really love like the slow build up, the misunderstandings, the little, like the stupidity, the kind of innocent stupidity between the two of them. I don't know, I just love it so much. And what else? Frieren is just, he's so funny. I don't know, I was just thinking about her, you know, like the way she reacts to things, like with the mushrooms, and then, you know, mixing the soup and stuff, and her looking like a witch. I feel like almost she was doing it on purpose to creep Stark out. But I don't know if to go that far. I don't know if she was just, because she just does things sometimes and just and it's just who she is, you know. I don't know. So we'll see what happens with Sein, I guess. Maybe next time. I don't know if we're going to like just follow him separately from the rest to see what he's up to, or if he's just going to appear and tell us what happened to him at some point in the story. I don't know. But anyway, we'll have to wait for that, whatever happens. And in the meantime, we'll make our, like, getting to ice rest. I don't remember what it's called. You know, I mean, they're definitely going to reach there before he reaches Tor or whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, I think we are eventually going to maybe we can meet after, you know, Tor or something. Like, when we go further north, we could maybe cross paths again or something. Maybe that would happen. I don't know. I don't know where we're going after. Blah, 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 blah. Ice Rest. Whatever the name of the town is. Village. I don't know. Not village. Magic City, she called it. City of Magic or something like that, I think. And I'm sure a lot of things will happen there. It feels like a big, like we've been talking about this city for a while, so it feels like a big goal in some ways. And then we'll see, I guess. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Special thanks to my top patrons: Betty and Tier, Andy Plays All Night, Stone Tree, Tieranor, Michael Gabriel, and Shaqfed. And to the rest of my amazing patrons, without your support, I will never be able to do any of this. Thank you so much.